This is Joy Roland, and you're listening to the Joyful Money Podcast. This is episode number 75, Making Lots of Money Through Service. Welcome to Joyful Money, the podcast where we focus on making money the joyful way. We are done with the stress and anxiety that typically come with making money. Will feature extraordinary and inspiring business owners who are making a huge impact by sharing their gifts and talents with the world. Pour yourself a cup of coffee or tea and let's go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 75 of the Joyful Money Podcast. I am excited, I'm thrilled, I am grateful, I am thankful, I am blessed, all of the things. Oh gosh, I'm still riding on a high. It's been an amazing week. So today's Wednesday. This episode comes out on Thursday. This week I have done a 2-day event. It's my client experience event. It's completely free to attend. And my heart is just full of gratitude and um, just a feeling blessed. And that's what actually inspired this episode, making lots of money through service. Yes, I am testament of that you can make lots and lots of money through service. Unfortunately, we live in a time where people see human beings as dollar signs, right? Many coaches, many consultants, when they are trying to sign clients, they see people as numbers and they just see you as a dollar sign. And it's, are you going to buy my stuff or move on to the next person? And I think that that's actually not the right way to do business. That's not the right way to make money in a joyful way. You can make money, lots and lots of money through service, serving people genuinely and giving away your best stuff, right? If you're a coach, coaching people to the best of your ability and giving them the tools they need to succeed for free. Yes. Okay, so here goes. So I did this to the event, and on my website, I say there'll be no selling because this is my way of giving value ahead of time. This is how I get people to experience what it is like to work with me. So we do this to the experience like it was the most amazing training I have had to do, like with the most amazing people. I'm talking a medical doctor was one of them, a hugely successful medical doctor. Not only is she a medical doctor, she's a medical director of a very large hospital in the US, right? And she very graciously gave me a video testimonial, which I'm going to upload on my website as soon as I have the time. There was another person who is a coach, a hugely successful coach. She's already making 30,000 US dollars per month in her business and she wants to scale. She wants to scale using AI, which is what I teach. So I teach people how to scale like huge volume of business coming through your business by using AI. So I teach ChatGPT and AI automation to generate thousands of leads, thousands of qualified leads coming into your business. So I have all of these amazing people, all of these amazing coaches in the room being trained, right? So I'm taking them through the process of priming ChatGPT and then using the prompts I have created to actually teach ChatGPT more about their businesses, more about themselves, so that ChatGPT can help them describe their ideal clients and help them target their ideal clients on various platforms. So I'm talking Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Reddit, Pinterest, anywhere you have your ideal clients, ChatGPT and AI automation can help you get leads. So that's what I do. So on this training, all of these amazing people, I train them. Is day two, right? And I say, any questions, right? And then one of them goes, uh, how can we work with you? Right? How can we pay you essentially? How can we join your mastermind? How can we join your coaching offer? Like, I was so blessed. I was so humbled, right? That they got so much value that they want to sign up as clients. And bear in mind, my coaching offer is not cheap, right? It's $10,000, 10,000 US dollars to join my mastermind for 6 months. Okay. So I decided to do this title, this podcast episode to illustrate that you can make money, lots and lots of money by serving. Okay, let me go on a bit of a segue here. Now, many people, I hear people on social media saying, oh, the economy is bad, no one is signing clients, XYZ, XYZ. But it's the opposite because I am choosing to experience life in a positive way. I don't dwell on bad news. Okay. So if you are in a circle of friends where you're constantly talking about how bad the economy is, how high the interest rate is, guess what? You're going to get stuck there because that's going to be your reality. But if you choose to align yourself with highly positive people, people who are making an impact in the world, your reality is going to match what you expect, right? So, yes, in June 2024, people are signing up to high ticket coaching. Now, this is not one on one coaching, this is group coaching for $10,000 for 6 months, right? So I want you to raise your vibration. I want you to decide that you want to be around people who are making an impact, a huge impact through service. Now, why did I make such an impression on all of these amazing people? Because I was just willing to serve. And like I said to somebody on the call today, I had another coaching call with a client. What matters is your intention. Your intention matters. You cannot fake this. If your intention is just to get the next dollar out of the person you are on a Zoom call with, or whoever it is you are having a conversation with on social media, they can tell that you just want to sell them. You just want to take their money. But if you come from a place of service, genuine service, oh gosh, like you are gonna make lots of money. I promise you. Like this is so evident in my business. And one of the feedback I got as well on the Zoom call with everybody on the call, this person said, oh my God, this is such low pressure selling. Like, you've been on webinars that at the end the person will make you an offer and they'll say, oh, you have 5 minutes to take action and make the payment, otherwise you lose the bonus, and then start to list all of these bonuses. Maybe you've done it yourself, right? So high pressure, people aren't buying into that anymore. If somebody is truly interested in your offer, you don't have to do a hard sell to get them to hire you. Okay, so if you are truly interested to make lots and lots of money, and obviously because you're listening to this podcast, I know you truly desire to make money and at the same time make an impact, right? So you can serve and still have your needs met. You can serve and still build immense wealth for yourself and your family. So, how do you build wealth? Well, number one is what you sell. What you sell, your coaching offer, or whatever it is you're offering the world, has to be a painkiller versus a vitamin. So, this is one of the things we talked about on the client experience event that just ended on Tuesday. So, what does that mean? Well, you think about this for yourself. Who do you think sells more? A company that manufactures painkillers or a company that manufactures vitamins? Obviously, painkillers, right? Why? Well, because it's solving a problem. It's solving a problem that you don't need to educate people on. For example, if you have a very bad toothache, tell me, do you need someone to convince you to take painkillers or to take something to take away the pain or to see a dentist? No. If you have a terrible backache or knee pain, any kind of pain, would you need to be convinced to buy a solution for that pain? No. But imagine if you were trying to sell omega 3 supplements, for example. Well, you have to teach your potential clients the benefits of omega 3, right? Am I saying it's not valuable? No, it might be valuable, right? Vitamins might be valuable, but you have to then teach people about what the vitamin solves for. Okay. So I tend to coach my clients to make sure that their coaching offer actually solves a problem that people are aware of. So that's number one. And then number two is you have to think of a way. This is going to be a lead magnet, right? A freebie. You have to think of a way of giving value ahead of time. But the value you'd be giving ahead of time is so valuable that when you make the offer, your ideal client just grabs it with both hands. Okay, so maybe your lead magnet is a PDF. This came up in the training as well. Well, you have to think to yourself, um, will this give the transformation my client needs, my potential clients? So your lead magnet has to be so irresistible that when you offer it for free, your potential clients will grab it with both hands. Okay? So you have to do the work. You have to do the work to look at your freebie and your lead magnet to make sure that it's highly valuable and people would want to take you up on the offer. Now, here's an example of my lead magnet. My lead magnet is a 2-day intensive experience with me. So you come for free and come experience the power of AI. Come experience the power of ChatGPT to transform your business and take your business to the next level. That's my freebie. And when I offer this to people, my ideal client, right, they grab it with both hands. So that's your job. Your assignment for today is go through, reread your freebie if you have a PDF, and it mustn't be lengthy. So I used to have a freebie that was a PDF, 175 pages long. Guess what? It didn't really convert, right? Because it many people have very short attention span. Expecting people to read a very lengthy ebook as a freebie, like it doesn't convert. So you have to make sure your lead magnet is concise, straight to the point that people will get the transformation ahead of time, ahead of paying you to work with you. So that's giving value ahead of time. Um, I would highly encourage you to implement a form of client experience for free. Like it converts so um, positively when people come to experience what it feels like to work with you and to get the transformation you offer. So, one last thing I want to say, I want to talk about niche, deciding on what you're going to focus on, because this came up on the training that just concluded. And I felt the participant was conflicted. Like she's been conflicted for so long, and we could all see that it was bothering her so much, right? And all of the people on the call tried to help her. And then the next day of the training, I gave my feedback, and I gave an example of myself. right? Now, many times, the reason we have drama around our niche, choosing what you want to offer the world, is because we want to make sure we make the right decision. We want to make sure that the niche we go with would actually give us success. But here's the thing, your niche doesn't really matter. You would very likely be successful either way, right? But being stuck in that phase of indecisiveness is costing you so much money, right? So I wanted to say that on this episode, just in case someone is listening and has niche drama. The longer you spend in that niche drama, you are actually denying the world of your genius. Yes, because there are people that are waiting on you to decide, because there are people that only you can reach, your unique self. Only you can reach them. And that's the gift God has given you. Nobody else, even in the same niche, nobody else will do it as well as you will do it, because of your unique combination of your experience, yourself as a human being, as a unique human being. So all of that combination makes it unique. And there are people that only you can reach. So the longer you spend in niche drama, you're actually denying the world of your genius. Here's an example from my own life, right? I certified through the life coach school in August last year. So August 2023. And even before my certification, I decided to be a midlife coach. That was my I want to say my joy, to be able to coach midlife women. Why? Well, because I I had gone through a divorce, right? I had gone through a phase where I was questioning what my purpose was on earth, right? I'd gone through depression, clinical depression, and I've spoken about this on this podcast a number of times, where I was prescribed antidepressants that didn't work. So the doctor called it drug resistant depression. Anyway, that's behind me now. God has helped me. I'm well now. I'm thriving, and I give God all the praise. So I'd gone through all of these things, and these are the things that most women go through, right? Especially during midlife. And I had also experienced early menopause, right? So a combination of all of those experiences, when I was going through the life coach school to certify as a life coach, I decided this is the niche I want to focus on. This is where I want to help people. So I put up my website. I actually had a podcast called Joyful Midlife, right? So I had reading a number of articles on my website, and I was running Google ads to those articles. And then somebody saw the article, clicked on the link at the bottom of the article to join my membership, and she paid. At the time, my membership was 2,500 for 3 months of coaching. So I was so excited. The payment came through. I use Stripe. So you get this notification on Stripe to notify you that someone has paid you. And I'm like, wow, who's this person? So I sent her an email to start the onboarding process. She gets on the first onboarding call, and she looked surprised. And she said, well, you look too young to coach me on midlife issues. And I said, well, I I can coach you. I told her my experience with midlife issues. I told her I'm almost gonna be 40, right? But she still said I look too young, and she doesn't think I can help her through the issues she's going through. So she was going through midlife crisis. So I then explained that, well, but my photos are on my website, right? On the sales page for my membership. And she goes, yes, I know your photos are on the website, but I was hoping that those are old photos. Like, many people put their younger looking photos on their website, right? And so she said she was hoping I was much more older. And I said, well, I am black, and many times as black women, we tend to look younger than our age, right? So, well, that was was a bit funny, right? So I told her that one of the key ingredients of a successful relationship with a coach is believing that your coach can help you. And so I offered her a refund, which she accepted. So I did a refund. So that experience actually dented my confidence. I'm like, I know I can help midlife women, but I don't want to have to convince people of my credentials to be a midlife coach. Okay. So I had to do a very deep self reflection and do a pivot and change my niche completely. Even after all of the hard work I have put into creating my website, creating my membership, creating a podcast, right? Called Joyful Midlife. And then I went through certification again through Dave Ramsey as a financial coach, became a certified financial coach, and all of that had led me to where I am today. So I'm giving you this example to illustrate to you that you can be successful in any niche. You just have to pick one and be very confident, because at the end of the day, your clients are going to buy based on your confidence, how confidently you sell your offer, being confident in the fact that you can offer a transformation. Okay, so I hope this has helped someone that needed to hear this today. Please don't get stuck in niche drama. The lady who was on my client experience event this past couple of days, she's been in this niche drama for almost 1 year. You know, how painful is that to experience, to just be in limbo, thinking and thinking and thinking, what's going to be my niche, right? So I want to encourage you, pick one and run with it, because you are on this earth for a reason. There is a reason why God has placed that desire in your heart to help people. Decide how you want to help people and get a move on. Okay. Um, because there's lots of money to be made. Okay. Like I said, you can serve genuinely and still have your needs met. You can serve and still create massive wealth for yourself and your family. I'm so excited for you. If you want to come to one of my client experience events, like I said, it's completely free. I teach people how to use the power of AI to massively explode their businesses. If you didn't know, I've been in IT for over 20 years, and AI has been around for over 50 years. The reason why it's become so popular is because in 2022, OpenAI exposed the API to developers, and that's why it became hugely popular. So I'm excited to see what AI can do for you and your business. If you're interested to come see, it's completely free. Check the link in the show notes. So excited for you. That's all I have for you today. I'll see you back here on the next episode. Hey, very quickly before you go, if this podcast inspired or encouraged you in any way, please leave us a review on Apple Podcast and share this with a friend. It means a lot to us, and we appreciate your kindness and generosity in doing this. We'll see you back here on the next episode. Bye bye.